Hello, this is Zena. Thank you for joining us at the Nonprofit Support Agency. Our firm is dedicated to helping the smaller nonprofit organization and the nonprofit entrepreneur. Today's video reviews the process for creating the bylaws for your new nonprofit organization. Creating the bylaws for your new nonprofit. According to the IRS, bylaws are an organization's internal operating rules. Federal tax law does not require specific language, but there are guidelines as to what should be included. Your bylaws will provide basic information about your organization and the rules that will govern your board. In the next slides, we will review information that should be included to give your board adequate guidance to run the organization. The first thing you should include is the name of your nonprofit organization. This will include the name that is on your articles of incorporation and any DBAs or alias that you may use. Next, your organization's purpose. Define the mission and purpose of your organization. This will ensure that your organization is focused and effective. An outline of the board structure. A list of your officers. This includes who the president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer will be, and a description of what each person will do. The term limits for your board. How long are board members allowed to serve? Your procedures for adding and removing board members. Schedule for regular and annual board meetings. Are you meeting the first Saturday of every quarter? Timeline and details on giving notice of board meetings. Your rule on quorum requirements. This is how many board members must be present to make a decision. A list and description of your board committees. The dates of your fiscal year. Are you running from January to December? Or May to June? Your rules for amendments to the bylaws. The dissolution process for your nonprofit. After drafting the bylaws, review them carefully to ensure they accurately reflect the organization's goals and structure. It is important that the bylaws be tailored to the specific needs and requirements of the nonprofit. Continue to review the bylaws periodically to ensure that they are up to date. Finally, finalize and adopt the bylaws. Once you have a final draft, have your board of directors review and approve them. Then adopt the bylaws and make them a part of the organization's official records. These will help to ensure you have a strong foundation built for success. It may be helpful to have legal or professional advice at this time. If you have not already done so, you will also need to develop the conflict of interest policy to establish policies for avoiding and managing conflicts of interest, including disclosure requirements and procedures for addressing conflicts when they arise. Other policies to develop at this time include the compensation policy for board members. Many nonprofits have a policy stating directors will serve without compensation. Also, develop the document retention and destruction policy. And that concludes part 1 of our training for creating your nonprofit bylaws. Thank you for joining us. And please be sure to check out part 2 of this training, where you will receive more information as well as a copy of a sample set of nonprofit bylaws. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.